Okay. Well, I'm Jessica, and I'm a sister of the Assumption. And I've been involved in JPIC most of my religious life, but not especially with migrants, I have to say. Um, Cecile Renner and I were the first Assumption sisters to join the LSA JPIC International Group in 2008, and I was there for several years and learned a lot from them. My experience with migrants was mainly when I was in community in Newcastle. We were in a deprived area with lots of unemployment since the shipyards and the mines had been closed. The government decided to disperse migrants and asylum seekers congregating around London. There was plenty of cheap housing in the north of England, so many were sent north, including to Newcastle. The locals were not prepared for people from all over the world suddenly arriving in their street. It was really a shame. And so it was not an easy adjustment for anyone. There was a project set up by the Churches Together, which was called Common Ground, open to destitute asylum seekers. That means the people whose applications had been refused, and also the local destitute. So actually that was a meeting ground for the two. There were food parcels, a welcome, and an opportunity to work on an allotment, and I was actually involved in that a bit. A significant moment I remember was when a gathering was arranged for some of the asylum seekers, where they told their stories, their harrowing stories, and this really was an eye-opener for the locals. So it was a very important occasion, I think, and it was followed by a meal together. I'm now in community at Twickenham, alongside St Mary's University, and we've been involved in a small way practically, but also financially from the Assumption Legacy Fund with our two research centres, the Kita Centre, which researches into modern slavery and trafficking, and another concentrating on marginalised children and young adults. The Centre for Modern Slavery does great work in raising awareness of slavery and trafficking around us in the UK. There's a lot of it. And because the UK is a top destination for trafficked persons, usually either for sexual exploitation or for forced labour. And people may be interested to know that it is possible to do an MA with the Bakita Centre to explore the reality of slavery, trafficking and exploitation in today's world. And you can look at it up in the St Mary's website. I think that's probably all I got to say. Ta-da!